What's going on, Facebook? Alright, I'm live. Let's see, checking to make sure my audio is working here. I'm gonna wait a minute or so to see if people hop on. Let's see. Alright, looks like my audio is working. Cool. Gonna wait just a few more seconds, a few minutes, just for some people to hop on here as I go live, because I have a really important message today, and I love sharing these kind of messages because they're the messages that just pump me up the most and allow me to share like my real passion for what I stand against, which will allow you to figure out what I stand for too. And like I said in this post, if you vibe with this message, then keep me as a friend. If you don't, then unfriend me. If you're joining, if you're hopping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what's up, how's it going. I appreciate your time, your viewership. Hopefully this message strikes a chord kind of with you today with what I'm going to share about. And this is kind of, for whoever's hopping on, what's up, Craig? For some of you guys who are watching this, who I really want to come out to connect with is maybe someone that is just starting out in business, or a young entrepreneur, someone that is beginning their career. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter your experience. It's just like, this is a message kind of like to my younger self. Like, after being in home business nearly 4 years now, which isn't a long time, but it's more than a lot of people that are just getting started. So it's like a message to my 19-year-old self, so to speak, and that is, what do I stand against, right? And the reason I'm making this video is because I want to really get clear to my marketplace, right, to the people that are on Facebook, that associate with me, that watch my content, or take away value from whatever I'm sharing. What I want to do is make sure that you know exactly the kind of person I am, like the vision I have, my purpose, my message, the point of my business, being in existence. And hopefully it'll shed some light really on your business too, right? So I'm going to get into it. So basically, right, there's things that you can stand for in your life and your business, and there's things that you can stand against, right? And it's really important that you get clear on what you stand for and what you stand against, because if you're not clear on this, if you're not clear on what your purpose is or what your long-term vision is, then ultimately in your business you're probably not going to have the motivation to follow through, to take action. There's so many people, and this is what I stand against. This is what I'm not for. So many people on Facebook and just all over in this industry are just all about money. They're just money, right? I see so many posts where I literally see people, because also, I'm an intuitive person. I can kind of tell your personality based off of the posts that you make over month after month after month, right? And if you're somebody that is always posting about money, and I'm going to get this, I'm going to do that, and external factors, external motives. If you're all about, the big car and the big house and making tons of money, like, it's good to go after what you want, but you gotta be real with yourself. Is that what you really want, right? If you're like, well, yeah, that's what I really want, and that's not what you want most. Like, if you're not after like happiness, fulfillment, purpose, love, relationships, success in your own personal expression in your own way in your life, if you're not after that stuff, then you're not the kind of person that I want to associate myself with. If you're the kind of person that's shallow and you're just all about trying to fill the gaps in your life and the problems with making more money, making more income, or just doing that, then you're not the kind of person that I want to associate with myself at all, because eventually that runs dry. Right? Because I don't know what you believe, but I believe we're spiritual people. We're spiritual beings, right? So we have greater purposes within us and drives other than just the physical external world, right? Other than just money. I see all of those posts. I am all about being financially wealthy, making money, allowing abundance and prosperity to come into your life. But when you let that fill the holes and the problems in your life that are to do with other areas that are more important than money, that's where you go wrong. That's where you lose it, right? That's not what it's about at all. You're missing the point, right? The reason you're trying to become that way, that wealthy or financially fit, is so you can take care of your other half, right? Your partner, your spouse, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever, or your family, your friends, your kids. You do it for other people. You do it because of relationships. What is the core essence of a relationship, right? It's shared experiences with other people, right? Business partners, family, friends, right? So the core, one of the core motives of everybody should be that. It should be the thing that's not always talked about the most, which is unfortunate, right? It should be about relationships, right? So realistically, if you're someone that's like all about the external things like I was saying about, and you're trying to do better in your business for the long run, focus on the intrinsic drives. Focus on the intrinsic factors. Those are the things that will keep you going no matter what. Those are the things that will push you forward through anything, through any circumstances, through any adversity, no matter what you're going through, rather than just like, oh, I'm gonna buy a car when I get rich, or I'm gonna be a millionaire so I can brag to my friends that said you're not gonna make it. Now I did. Now what? It's like, if your motivation to be better than other people and prove people wrong, if that's your greatest motivation, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. There's absolutely, Lyle. So there's so much more than money. Yeah, it's a tool, right? So I see people get lost in that. I don't know what to call it. They just get too caught up in that. Like it's a part of the process, but it's not. It shouldn't be the end all be all, right? And another thing is if you're someone that's like, if we all make mistakes, right? So we all make mistakes. Like we all get jealous, or we all feel, what's a bad human characteristic? I don't know. We all feel jealous, or we all feel disempowered sometimes. We all make mistakes. We all sin. We all do wrong, right? So I'm not someone that wants to associate with people that aren't willing to look themselves in the mirror and say, hey, you know what? I made a mistake. I messed up. I did something wrong. We all make mistakes. Like, I'm not better than anybody else, and neither are you. But the people that can't see the truth in their own selves, the people that constantly live, this is what I stand against. This is what I really stand against. The people that constantly live in the problem and the past and the pain and where they used to be instead of where they could be, and the potential and the solution to their problem, those are the kind of people I don't want to be around, right? But if you're willing to say, okay, I'm not doing the best to move my life forward because I am feeling this way, or I have a belief about this that's not necessarily true, or I feel envious of other people that have what I want, right? If you're going through that kind of experience, maybe a tough time in your life, and you're willing to say that I have to improve upon my mindset and my overall skill set and who I am just as a person, if you're someone basically that is trying to become the best version of you and constantly progressively move forward and improve in all areas of your life, right? Not just money, right? That's what I was talking about. There's people that are only trying to improve in money, right? Because I know people. I've been around people. I see it, right? When people have insecurities and they talk about you or other people behind your back, or they're constantly pointing at other people, pointing the finger at other people, there's 4 fingers pointing back at you, right? And that just shows to me that if you have that kind of insecurity, if you have this feeling that I need to put someone down, I need to make fun of somebody, or I need to degrade that person, or I need to project my unhappiness on other people because I'm unhappy, so I feel better about myself, you're not the kind of person I want to associate myself with at all, right? But if you vibe with this message where you're like, yes, I agree with you, Corey, I'm absolutely 100% with you on this message, that I want to vibe and surround myself with the kind of people that are willing to look themselves in the mirror and say, you know what? I made a mistake, or I messed up, or how I'm living my life, even as hard as it may be, isn't the way it should be. I have so much more potential than what I'm allowing myself to be, or who I'm allowing myself to become, right? So if you're somebody if you're somebody that admits to yourself that sometimes my circumstances rattle me, sometimes people upset me, sometimes bad things happen and it affects how I feel, but I'm willing to, no matter what happens, to constantly take control of my own mindset and how I feel about myself and where I'm going and the person I'm becoming. I'm willing to accept the truth in the situation. If you're someone that is willing to do that, then you're someone I want to be around. That's the kind of person that I want to be around, that I would like to associate myself with, right? The people that just live in the past, let the past dictate their future rather than the opposite, right? The Tony Robbins quote is, your past does not determine your future unless you live in your past, right? What's going on, Mark? What's up? What's up, Sheila? What's up, Mark? What's up, Lyle? What's up? We got some people on. That's what I'm all about, right? That's what I'm about, is not being in the past and letting it dictate your future, right? Like I'm saying, like, I make mistakes. I mess up too. We all have our own issues, our own problems and whatnot, and it's how we let our circumstances or how we let other people affect us. That's what matters most, right? If you can control your mindset and just how you think, period, as a person, and can be in control of your feelings, then those are the kind of people, right? Those are the people that I want to be with, right? If you don't vibe with this, so like if you're someone that is living in the past or in your pain and you're not taking full responsibility for your life, right? If you don't take full responsibility, full accountability for your life, you're giving away all of your power to other people and to outer external circumstances, and that's where you fuck up. That is where you fuck up big time, right? As a message, like, to my younger self when I was 19, like, getting started in this business, looking at it now, how there's so many people that are just, they got the priorities wrong. I would say to myself, keep doing you. Keep going down the path less traveled, even within that path less traveled, right? Home business, network marketing alone is a different way. Making money on your own, being an entrepreneur, it's a different way. It's different than having the employee mindset or letting things happen to you and just hoping things get better and making excuses and not taking full responsibility, right? There's even a better way within a better way, right? And the people that are in network marketing, not everybody does personal development. Not everybody in this industry is trying to better themselves, right? If you're in it, to win it in the long run and you're really trying to improve upon yourself, then those are the kind of people that I want to, be around, that I want to surround myself with. But like, I know there's people, we all know people that don't take responsibility or accountability for their life. And it's unfortunate because when you do that, you're giving away all of your power. You might think that your circumstances or your, the people or the way, people treated you determine how you feel, but it's not true. And this is something that my girlfriend talks about so much, is don't live in your past. It doesn't have to define you. You're in control of your mindset and how you feel and how you think about yourself and who you're becoming. So a quick story. The other day, I was walking to the store. I was getting food. It's a lot longer walk than I had anticipated. The bags were heavy and stuff. But before that, so I went to Wendy's and I was really hungry, and I walked into Wendy's, and it took me like 10 to 15 minutes alone to make an order. Like, I walked in 15 minutes, and then one of the employees' boyfriend came in and ordered right in front of me after I had been waiting for 10 minutes. And if you know me, like, I eat a lot of food. I was hungry, so I got furious. I got mad, right? And I didn't really, like, explode or anything, but I just... the point of the story is I let that determine how I felt in those minutes, right? In the last 10 minutes or so of how I was there at Wendy's, right? Which isn't always good. You don't want to do that, right? But I'm admitting to you right now, like, I'm admitting to you as a mistake. Like, that was my bad. Like, I let how I was treated. It was horrible service. It was very disrespectful to have a customer that's in the store wait for 15 minutes, right? But the moral of the story is that, admit to yourself when you're in the wrongdoing. Admit when you make a mistake. Like, I made a mistake, and then I talked to it. I talked to my girlfriend over on the phone. We were talking about it and how it made sense that, how I felt that way, and it wasn't good, but ultimately I'm still in control of how I feel. I'm in control of my mindset, right? And I was letting my circumstance dictate me in that situation, right? But I'm admitting to myself now, and I did then, that I take full responsibility, and that's what you have to do too. Sometimes you will mess up. Sometimes people will turn you the wrong way. Sometimes